All right, so this is actually some pretty big news going on in the Lost Claudia community. So, Lost Claudia is having a collab with Brave Frontier in June. And if you know anything about the journey, the saga, the arcs that I have been through playing Brave Frontier, you will know that Brave Frontier was probably one of my favorite gacha games out while I was around. Unfortunately, the game is no longer around because it got EOS'd in like a while back. It's been a really long time since it's been around, but we have predecessors for it. We have games like Grand Summoners, Lost Claudia, others. So, Brave Frontier might be gone, but at least we have some predecessors keeping the pixel RPG thing alive. Technically, also Disney RPG, even though that's kind of more like Brave Exodus, but whatever. You get what I mean. So this is happening June 2026. I'm excited for this. I'm very curious to see what characters they use. I imagine they're probably just going to use the six heroes. I don't think they're going to be like, yeah, guys, we're doing a collab with Brave Frontier, and the collab characters are going to be Sylphia and Kiriki. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're just going to use Vargas, Lance, Magris, Selena, Ultro as Magris, six heroes. Yeah. So they're probably just going to use those. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. Let's see what people are saying about this. Man, Brave Frontier was so good back then. Loved the game, but hated Gummy with passion. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There is a recoded effort to rebuild the game from scratch. Um, I miss the Spark system that was satisfying. Was it really? When I was playing Brave Frontier back at high school, I remember my Zabin getting power crept pretty much immediately a few banners after his release. Zabin wasn't power crept though. Zabin was around for a really long time, from what I remember. It's been years since I've last played Brave Frontier, obviously. Not by choice because it's gone. But I think Zabin was one of those characters that was pretty prevalent for a long time until we got like better mitigators. But I think he was up there for a while. I guess it depends on when this individual was in high school. That would kind of determine when, Zabin got power crept. Because, yeah, I don't remember that. The fuck? Brave Frontier is already dead. A funny legacy involved staff connections between these two and Brave Exodus. Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's actually true. The Brave Frontier IP is dead in a ditch, with the creators still trying to milk crypto games and NFTs. Last I saw, I wish someone would buy it off of them. They had a really cool characters. Yeah, it's kind of sad what happened to Brave Frontier because Brave Frontier was like at a pinnacle when it was around. Other games came out, kind of took the spotlight away from it. It shuts down, and then they release Brave Frontier games, but they are just crypto and NFTs stuff. Unfortunately, like I don't even know if Brave Frontier Versus is still around. I forgot about it because I just did, but it just sucks. It really does suck. Collaborating with the dead game, Brave Frontier. Now I've seen everything. It was a great game, though. I mean, yeah, can't deny that. But it is weird that it's collabing with a dead game. Technically not, because we still have Brave Frontier Versus, but it's just kind of weird that they're doing that. But like, what if? Okay, follow me. What if they're collabing with Brave Frontier, Lost Claudia? What if they're collaborating with Brave Frontier to see if this collab will do numbers, so that way they can bring back Brave Frontier from the dead with like Lost Claudia buying it if it does good enough? What if? What if? Just gonna throw that out there. I am legit excited for this, especially considering the slot that has been released in Brave Frontier's name since it went EOS. Do you have any idea how little this narrows it down to? Yeah, yeah. Collabs Kings, Lost Claudia, and Summoners Warring to collab with each other, or have they already done it? They have not. Lost Claudia is one of those collab emperors. What? Lost Claudia, one of the collab emperors, collab with Dead Game. Now this is truly interesting. Yay! Hope one of the characters is Selena. Why'd I say it like that? I imagine, like I said, the characters are probably going to be the six heroes. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet money that it's going to be that. And if I'm wrong, then I don't know. I don't know. Um, I don't know what this GDI. I don't know what that means. And here I was thinking they would never do a collab that would make me interested in trying the game again. I guess with the ending around the corner, now is probably the best time. Any reason why you stop? Because there are some improvements and also some that remained the same old shit. Depending on your reason for this, you might end up just dropping the game again. Well, dropped it dropped it first time due to slow story release and the very bad crystal drop rates. Also picked up the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia Goat back up around the time I had lost interest entirely. Second time, I rage quit because I got wallowed by the raid fight. More my fault for not chasing a good support and burning my pools on a collab right before getting there. Okay. Story should be easier nowadays. I think modern units are busted in a good way. Bad crystal, bad crystal income is still a thing. Lol. I feel like Lost Cloudia is one of those games where people have multiple accounts just because the crystal income is so bad. I don't though. I'm not that crazy. Hey man, hey man. I'll have you know. Okay, I'll have you know. I've been playing Lost Cloudia since like December, and I think my crystal count is also really low because I just throw crystals out whatever looks cool. My bad. By crystals, I meant element clusters for upgrading characters. I'm sure there are better farms these days, but early games life, I remember drop rate being silly like 1.2% low. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. You guys want to talk about how good games are? If you guys were not there in like the dark ages of some of these games, like the dark ages of Dokkan Battle, oh no. Honestly, I think Dokkan should do. I'm gonna get back to Lost Claudia, but I think Dokkan should give a medal or like a title for people who have been playing since release or like close to that because man, let me tell you, Broly. Back in the day, Broly was a fucking menace. Like if you got Broly and you had a Dokkan awaken him, have a lot of crystals with you because you will die a lot. I should make a video on the dark days of Dokkan. Anyways, my issue with the game is that it's so slow to get gems and you need so much just to pull. Agreed. Holy shit, the person on my friends list whose profile is still with please might get their wish. They haven't logged in. They haven't logged on in 72 days. They'll hope they see it. This might bring back to Lost Claudia. Anyone know the date or is it just this release window? Just release window. They announced it during the 7th anniversary live stream on the JP channel. You will most likely hear the details about the cloud during the English 9th anniversary live stream today. That's actually crazy that this is going on 7 years. I can't believe this game has been around for 7 years. But that's good. That's good that it has been around this long. Because it just goes to show you that you don't need to be some tank to be around for a really long time. So, W Lost Claudia. I'm glad so far that you guys have beaten the Persona curse because a lot of games unfortunately have not after they collab with Persona. Usually it dies shortly after, but I think Lost Claudia did a run back with it and it's still alive. So W Lost Claudia. I'm proud to see this. Is both games still alive while this is amazing? No, the OG Brave Frontier has been dead for a while. There are efforts to revive it. 4 days. Oh, it's 4 days from the anniversary? Oh, alrighty then. I'm gonna have to reinstall. Anyways, to wrap up, Lost Claudia is doing a collab with Brave Frontier. Super excited. I hope if this does well enough, they might think, guys, we should bring back Brave Frontier because obviously a lot of people still like it. Even if it's just like the offline version of Brave Frontier that we had before it officially died, I would love to just be able to log into Brave Frontier. Even though I've already beaten the story and stuff, but just to be able to log back in and just see all my units because I had a lot. And I would just love to have that ability again. But yeah, I guess let me point the mic to you guys. Are you guys excited for this collab to happen? Do you think that the characters for the collab are going to be the six heroes, or if not them, who do you think is going to be? Honestly, now that I think about it, it could either be the six heroes or maybe like a summoner into Lilith. It could be that, but I do think it's going to be the six heroes, even though that would be. So they would have to do that in three parts. Yeah, they have to do it in three parts. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Thank you for listening, for watching, and hopefully, you know, all of the collab units from Brave Frontier just just come home quick and easy, so I can be happy.